Hey guys, welcome back to You're Watching Loot. Today we got 6 people with autism versus one fake. I'm just thinking about me personally and how I would fake, like, be autistic, and it's fucked up. Like, it's fucked up on so many levels. So, like, you know what I'm saying? I just hope the one fake is wildin'. Like, I hope they wildin'. Okay. Actually, I just read it. We brought together 7 people with autism. So one of them gonna pretend to not be autistic. Okay, that's a lot better than what I was thinking. Let's check it out. What I was thinking was fucked. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Yo, if I could see faces, yo, let me not. Okay, no. So one of them
we
aren't
just talk
artistic.
about our disabilities.
I prefer disorder.
Disorder, yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Off rip, I'm not trusting buddy. I mean, no, he's octo. Alright, let me scan the room with like body language. Off rip, he's ock, he's op, she's ock, he's ock. Ock. Awkward, because I'm getting confused with the ox and the stove. So right now, I'm already thinking it's one of these two. Almost, yeah, we're gonna lock in right there right now.
in middle school, and then I transitioned to a school for people on the spectrum. Once I graduated middle school and went to that school, I kind of really
look at them. They
where
look.
I was at and everything.
That's fucked up. Actually,
This is really hard because there's like so many eyes on me already.
I could
It's
tell.
just-
Yeah,
it's
I
just
could
taken
tell.
a
Yeah,
while
they're ock.
to accept that I have a disorder. There's people who I've met myself who say you have autism, and my family would be like, "Did you tell him you have did you tell him you have a disability?" No, I don't think I need to. But reality, it really does help to know that I do have autism.
They first suspected me of being autistic when I was 5, but they hesitated to diagnose me because I was too intelligent.
That's a compliment right there.
No way, dog. If I check this
Did you tell him you have did you tell him you have a disability?
Word,
No, I don't
Kaizen.
think I need to. But reality, it really
Kazan.
does help to
Some shit
know
like
that I
that.
do have autism.
They
Word.
first suspected me of being autistic when I was 5, but they
No.
hesitated to
This
diagnose me
poor
because I
kid.
was too intelligent.
I mean, that's a compliment right there, being too intelligent.
I feel like in some ways it was a little bit of an insult.
I was diagnosed at the age of 2. I don't see it as a disorder or a disability because I don't see my autism as something that's
God.
negatively affected my life because like I like
No,
who I
that
am,
shit
I like
fried
the
me.
way I think, and I don't want to change a single thing about myself.
Honestly,
Word.
like being here is like we have to. Oh, go ahead, Amanda. Sorry, I've spoken so.
I personally see autism as a disability. I have a master's in disability studies. The medical model of disability inherently says that autism, or any other disability, is within our own fault and that we are the cause of the disability. But the social model of disability says that
Oh my
society is the
God.
cause of the disability. So autism is a disability because society is not made for me, that disability.
That's pretty stupid of a theory. Like, because like it's just true that society is not is necessary. It's most of the time created in a mold like thing where it'll be a circle, and not everyone's a circle, but most people to a degree are round. And autism makes you triangular, for example, where it's like, no, you're just not like in the realm of the mold. Period. And society is a mode that they try to make. Like, for example, they'll make a big circle. You might be a big circle, but most people are the circle. Even some triangles can fit in that circle, but when you're a certain size of triangle, it's not society wasn't made for you. It's the other way around. You weren't made for this version of society. I don't think it's either person's fault. I don't blame society, nor do I blame the first person. Society has to be blanket most of the time, and people aren't blanketed, especially if you have a disability. So, but yeah, word facts.
Ability comes from
Go.
without, not within.
Hell is
I
hot.
grew up
Like, hell is a
autistic
hot
and
place.
deaf, and I grew up feeling like I was such an outcast, and you know, and I was the odd one out. Oh hey, I just used the name of the. That was fun.
I was diagnosed when I was
like
4 years old, and
Oh wait, Darius.
it's,
Let me listen to Darius.
it's always been a difficult process for me, like basically growing up, going to school
You
and
see
everything.
Gary. Nah, I'm fucked,
Know
but
that people
I'm
don't
not gonna
see
lie.
me as this normal guy, so I figure if I'm gonna be this autistic person, like might as
You
well be
built like
the
an
best
autistic
person that I can be. I
I'm
always
fucked.
yeah.
I'm fucked.
I mean, I always try my best to excel in school. I always tend to be like one of the smartest kid in school.
Period.
That's a whole stereotype.
I would consider myself a late bloomer. I was diagnosed at the age of 22. I went most of my life always knowing that there's something different about me, but I couldn't put my finger on it. The reason why I only got diagnosed this year was because I recently moved to a large metropolitan area that has many resources. And
Word.
so that was one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life, because I have access to therapy, and I was finally able to get an answer that I was always looking for. I really, really struggled to fit in.
Word.
I really struggled to be able to come up with the right words to get other kids to want to talk to me. And so I stood out pretty badly, and that continued throughout my entire time in grade school. I remember first
She has beautiful
feeling
eyes.
what depression was when I was around 6.
So when I was in
Damn.
university, they make us
That's
do
tough.
these psychological studies because I was studying psychology.
She got
and
a
they
thick neck,
have-
boy. But yeah, Shorty got a thick neck, boy.
One of
I don't know
them
why I
was,
feel the need to
they were
like
studying
come at
autism
these
in women,
these people, man.
specifically like people who are older. So I applied, and that was how I
can't
got
wait
my
till my
diagnosis,
boy
which
talks.
was like I was 21 then. My wife and like one of my friends are
Oh,
actually the only
word.
people that know I've been diagnosed. So
Word.
surprise family or friends, anyone who's watching. It was like
That's
an
what's
eye
up.
opener. It was kind of bittersweet because it was like, I'm happy now. I have answers to all things that were going on before that I thought might have been something wrong with me.
There is nothing wrong with you, okay? You're amazing.
I agree with that.
I agree. I agree now.
Go ahead, yeah.
Yeah, I was diagnosed when I was a child, but I didn't know I was autistic because, I mean, as a 2, 3, 4-year-old, I mean, I don't know how one even knows what's supposed to be up with them. So
Okay.
it's definitely hard to speak in a group situation because I can never tell the rules of like how to, like when to talk and when to speak up. It's kind of like just jumping in like right when you're kind of feeling like it.
Okay.
Plus, I've also blocked a lot of my childhood memories.
This
from
is tough.
trauma. And, so I lived my whole life
This is
just
tough.
wondering why I couldn't connect to people.
Understand
understand
feelings
each other.
Yeah. Can I ask you guys a questions about like what are stimulants? Like, do you guys like chew gum, or do you guys like have anything that you guys do specifically to like keep you guys calm or keep you guys? Go ahead,
The
Amanda.
color pink.
The color pink.
Nice.
Okay.
That's
You're
my
right, pink
favorite
right there.
color in the whole world. My whole room is pink. At home, my bed is pink, my bedspread is pink, and my pillows are pink, and my rug is pink, and my carpet is pink. I even have a framed pink picture of mine, and most of my clothes are pink. I love pink. It's the best color in the whole world.
Okay. Okay. I've never heard
Hell
of
is
it.
a hot place.
I like
Hell
blue
is
too,
a
but
hot
pink is better.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, it's subjective.
How do you guys feel
Hell
about
is
the
a
Fahrenheit
hot
function?
place. Hell is a
I
hot
don't like that
place.
I
term
didn't
at
really
all.
think about it too much.
I don't think I think about it either.
Autism
Hell
is
is
too
a
much of a
hot place.
spectrum. So many people with autism have so many different experiences.
I can't choose any of you guys to be the mole.
This
Like-
is gonna be
like
the hardest
even me
thing.
myself, like it's like I think I'm the mole. Honestly, like
Like how they were like, try to find the mole, and we're like, maybe there's none.
There's no moles. Just go.
Even the person who's neurotypical might just be an undiagnosed autistic.
Yeah.
You never know that. You never know. What about that?
I mean,
Oh,
like,
God.
damn, all this relates. Wait a second. Huh.
The mole might not be neurotypical. Just because someone doesn't have autism doesn't mean the mole could have like ADHD or OCD
Actual
and
anxiety.
could be overlapping the symptoms that could be associated with autism as well.
My
No.
kid has a genetic condition.
You have
that,
a kid?
Is not autism, but does manifest behaviorally and neurologically in many ways that are similar to autism. So when people interact with my kid, they often see an autistic child, but my kid isn't autistic.
Does autism run in any of your guys' family?
I realized I was autistic because my
I don't think. You know what? I think she's the mole. This is plot twist of the century. I think she's the mole. I first thought it was one of them two, but I think she's the mole. I don't know, man. They all seem autistic, like they
he's
said.
5 years old. Well, I guess he's 8, 7 now. Whoops, I don't know his age. But like, I see him. I'm like, wasn't I like that when I was a kid? My mom was like, yeah, because we thought you're autistic too. I was like, what?
And I just found out that my youngest nephew was just recently diagnosed with autism as well.
I also think he's autistic.
Luckily, he had an uncle who already experienced everything that he's going to experience, and I can and I could be a mentor towards him.
Yeah, my dad is an undiagnosed autistic. Sorry, Dad.
Go ahead.
Do you ever like wake up and feel like you're not autistic?
He might be faking too, though.
Or like you have a disability. You're like, this is just me. Like,
Yes.
Feel that way.
It's called masking.
I think I could be seen as neurotypical passing sometimes because I try to hide as much symptoms as possible because I was trained to
I
do
ain't
so at
gonna
a
lie,
very
buddy. If
early
you
age.
actually
People that
do,
don't have experience with others who have autism, they expect
shut
it to
up.
stand out, and that's not always the case. You know, I mean, we all look like humans.
I think you can blame that partly on the media, how they portray us.
You don't really have a good reputation.
might be evil here. Best believe some of y'all, my boy, are standing out. If I saw y'all in the street, I'd be like, oh wow. That's how this is evolution. Oh wow, that's a toad.
No, we don't.
What that movie with Dustin Hoffman now, Rain Man, where
Rain Man.
you being on the spectrum automatically mean you're good at gambling. I wish I was good at gambling or something.
None of them have the same experiences that I do. So there's no way to have pinpointed, oh, this person is more quiet, this person is more socially awkward. There's no way to tell who was autistic or not.
I think
On
it's
the count of 3, will the mole please raise their hand?
okay. Let's see.
1, 2, 3.
You see? Oh my God! I knew it! I knew it! Shorty seemed not enough. She did too, but
Who could have seen that coming? I totally didn't see that coming.
I was shook.
I was like, nah.
I'm not gonna again. Like, if we're being honest, right? Like, and I don't want to be messed up when I'm saying this, but I'm gonna be a little messed up when I say this, right? If we're being honest,
Who
right?
could have seen that coming?
Okay, I thought I went to the word. If we're being completely honest though, every other human here was Ak. These three are the postage. These three. How we doing this? There we go. These three. But yeah, if we're being completely honest, these three are like, how do you do? Fuck it. These three poster children for autism. I don't care what nobody tell me. I don't care how messed up it is. I don't care how hot hell is because I'm saying it. Each one of them are the poster children for autism. Him too. Like, don't forget, he took my he's fitting in society. Where you're standing like these, like bro, standing with his hand like you not fitting in. He's also Ak. Like, he just moves Ak. These two still don't look awkward to me. I'm not gonna lie. Like, they don't facingly seem awkward. Makes sense because she says she was just diagnosed, meaning she was probably masking a very long time. She's just good. And she said no one in her family knows. That makes sense. And she was faking, so that makes sense as well. If she wasn't so good, I would have probably just locked on Shorty because Shorty just seemed normal. But the story she gave, it was a good story.
3.
It was a good story.
It can't be heard.
I never would have guessed.
I actually didn't lie about anything. I just flipped out autism with FASD, and it
What the
stands
hell
for
is-
fetal alcohol spectrum disorder. I was exposed to alcohol
Okay.
when I was inside my mom in the womb for the first 5 months.
Okay.
And you can kind of think of FAS as a spectrum, just like ASD.
Even though
Okay.
she might not have been autistic, there are a lot of overlaps between autism and many other neurological disabilities.
FASD is never talked about. I've never met a single person who
No,
shares that
I'm mean.
diagnosis with me.
What differences do you see between people with autism versus?
I actually see a ton of similarities. And
Word.
I wouldn't want to, discredit anybody else's experience, but autism does run in my family very heavily. My dad has autism. I have a sister that has autism, and I have quite a few cousins who have autism.
Damn.
And I also have
Not
quite a few
damn, bro.
friends who have autism.
Damn, we're not your first.
The
Yeah,
autism
bro, you
community
have
accepts
autism.
you.
I love you guys.
Getting a diagnosis can be a whirlwind of emotions. As long as you stay true to yourself, I promise you everything's gonna end up okay.
We are more than the label that defines us. At each label we have is a whole spectrum.
A diagnosis does not define somebody. Everybody is completely unique, whether you're neurotypical or neurodivergent.
Word, that was a fire video. Like, I know I was laughing a lot through it. Like, but this was a dope topic to spread the awareness on regardless. This is just very funny. Like, this is, and I'm happy, I'm so happy they went this route of having someone that has another disability, or just another set of circumstances. I don't know how sensitive people are on the word disability, but just another set of circumstances that may be similar to autism, so that they can speak truthfully and not make fun of the problem. Just like explain and show how problems are similar in a lot of ways. Because my mind immediately went to, they gonna have someone like me that isn't autistic, that has stigmas about autism, and he's gonna go on there. Because I swear to God, I swear to everything. If Shorty in the pink one first, I was talking like her. I swear to. I'm not gonna do it, but believe I was talking like a mixture of her and him. I was talking to her, and I was cutting every other word like him. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. Hit that like button. I'll catch you on my next reaction.